कृष्णा अधमेर प्रति गुरु कृपा होइले कृष्णा अधमेर प्रति लागिया नीले हेता गुरु एबे गति गुरु कृपा होइले कृष्णा আছে কিছু কার্য তব অনুমানে আছে কিছু কার্য তব অনুমানে নাহি কেন আনিবেন এই উগ্রস্থানে নাহি কেন আনিবেন এই উগ্রস্থানে গুরু কৃপা হইলে কৃষ্ণ অধমের प्रति लागिया नीले हेता गुरु एबे गति गुरु कृपा होइले कृष्णा रजस्तमो गुणेरा सबाइया छना रजस्तमो गुणेरा सबाइया छना वासुदेव कथा रुचि नहीं से प्रसन्न वासुदेव कथा रुचि नहीं से प्रसन्न गुरु कृपा होइले कृष्णा अधमेर प्रति लागिया नीले हेता गुरु एबे गति गुरु कृपा होइले कृष्णा तबे जदि तब कृपा होए तुकी सकली संभव होए तुमी से कौतुकी सकली संभव होए तुमी से कौतुकी गुरु कृपा होइले कृष्णा अधमेर प्रति लागिया नीले हेता गुरु एबे गति गुरु कृपा होइले कृष्णा किभावे भुजाले तारा बुझे से रसा किभावे भुजाले तारा बुझे से रसा एत कृपा करो प्रभु करी निज बस एत कृपा करो प्रभु करी निज बस गुरु कृपा होइले कृष्णा अधमेर प्रति लागिया नीले हेता गुरु एबे गति गुरु कृपा होइले कृष्णा तुम्हारा इच्छाय सब होए माया वश तुम्हारा इच्छाय सब होए माया वश तुम्हारा इच्छाय नाश मायार परश तुम्हारा इच्छाय नाश मायार परश गुरु कृपा कोइले कृष्ण अधमेर प्रति लागिया नीले हेता गुरु एबे गति गुरु कृपा होइले कृष्ण तब इच्छा होए जडि तादेर उद्धार तब इच्छा होए जडि तादेर उद्धार बुझिबे निश्चल तबि कथा से तोमार बुझिबे निश्चय तबि कथा से तोमार गुरु कृपा होइले कृष्ण अधमेर प्रति लागिया नीले हेता गुरु एबे गति गुरु कृपा होइले कृष्ण भगवतेर कथा गाते कथा से तब अवतार धीर होइया सुने जड़े काने बार बार धीर
Yes, yes, yes. We are live. Hare Krishna Prabhuji and Mataji. Welcome to the World Holy Name Festival 2022. My name is Rupeshwar Das, and today I am very much excited. The reason number one why I am excited is that because today on the show there is a spiritually advanced personality is coming. Guess what? Today we are starting the show in a very firing way because today we are starting the show with His Grace Mahatma Prabhuji for a job retreat. Then after that, His Grace Hari Suri Prabhuji will join us, and then we will go to Mayapur.tv and have a special kirtan organized for you. Then we have a very good personality for us, the Fortunate People Personalities presentation. So this is the today's recipe. So that is why I'm so much excited. And the reason number two why I'm excited that we are this year the basic funda of this Holy Name Festival is that fresh air kirtan. So don't forget, if you didn't send any video, just request to your neighbors, to your friends, go outside, take a like just request him to chant one time Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Just take a video and send it to us on our website. This show is organized by ISKCON Kirtan Ministry. So without taking too much time, I am very much excited for His Grace Mahatma Prabhuji. Let me introduce him. His Grace Mahatma Prabhuji with us. His Grace Mahatma Prabhuji first met Srila Prabhupada through the Bhagavad Gita as it is. In January of 1970, he moved into the temple in Berkeley, California, and shortly after received first and second initiation. He went on to do a variety of services, including book distribution, Sankirtan leader, temple president, college preaching, congregational development, and various educational projects. This has culminated in the work he does today, developing workshops, social media, online courses, and books, both for devotees as well as the general public. He practically shows the many ways that Krishna consciousness offers solution to today's challenges and writes and teaches in a way that resonates with devotees and people in general by helping them see life as a spiritual preaching. Mahatma Prabhuji is well known in ISKCON for his recorded and live music, most notably his recording of Brahma Samhita, but especially for his workshops on japa, forgiveness, humility, vows, and marriages. So please welcome, go on the comment box, show your gratitude for the spiritually advanced personality, His Grace Mahatma Prabhuji with us with Hari Bol. Just go on the comment box, say Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. His Grace Mahatma Prabhuji, this is all yours.
Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Namane Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nivise Satsanyavadi Paschati Vasatani. Hare Krishna to everyone. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. We are all very fortunate that we have found Srila Prabhupada and we have found the Holy Name. Correct? And Mahaprabhu says, Nam Namakari Bahudani Jasarva Shaktis Tatarkita Niyamita Sparane Nakama. Etadrishi Tava Krupa Bhagavan Mamaki Durdaivam Idishamiha Shaminanabhava. Mahaprabhu takes our position and says, we are most fortunate, at the same time, most unfortunate. We have the nectar of the name, we neglect it. So, today, hopefully, I can help you, facilitate you, and perhaps tasting, relishing a little more Krishna consciousness. Specifically, relishing the chanting of the Holy Name. So, sometimes in our japa retreats, we ask devotees, what does the Holy Name mean for you? What is it? And when they ask me, one of my answers is, the Holy Name is my vacation spot. It's the place that I can go, a transcendental place. Everything is eternal, blissful, and full of knowledge. And you know that sometimes when you chant, it's not a vacation. You are there wrapped in thought of your life, correct? That ever happened to you? Yeah. So there's the shloka wall. You coming up after me, shloka wall? I have to, okay, if I just chanted a verse, shloka wall, you have to correct me, I'll chant it again. Nam nam akari bahudani jasar vashakti tatarvikan niyamita smarane nakalaha eta drishi tava kripa bhagavan mamapi durdaivam idrishan durdaivam idrishan ihajani nanulav. So I get an A, B, or C for shloka wall. It will give me a grade later. Give me 2 thumbs up. Okay, I passed. So I want to deposit this thought for all of you. That we all know what the material world is like, and chanting the holy name is a means of transcending our own limitations, our own anarthas, but specifically being able to be with Krishna and Leela. And you might say, well, I don't realize Krishna Leela when I chant, but actually wherever Krishna is, there's Leela. So sometimes when I chant, I'm thinking, not seeing, but I'm thinking, I'm in Leela with Krishna right now because Krishna is in his name, Nama Rupa Guna Leela. You don't have Krishna without Leela, right? Just like all of you. When I think of you, I think of your activities, right? There's not you without your actions, correct? You mean, it means you're Leela. What do you do? Maybe you're lazy, and I think of you, I go, there's the lazy one. Right? Or maybe you're passionate, I go, there's the passionate one. He works 45 hours a day. He figured out how to get 45 hours a day. Passionate one. There's the smart one. There's the not smart one. We naturally think of Leela and qualities. So when you're chanting the holy name, you can meditate on the fact that now you're with Krishna. You may not realize it, but that's actually what's happening. And if Krishna's there, his Leela is there. So what I thought we could do as a beginning of this, is we could all chant japa. So if you don't have your beads, you can get them now. Don't come to a japa class without your beads. That's not a good idea. Is it? Bad idea, isn't it? Yeah. Get your beads and we're going to chant, and I would like to guide you a little bit in your chanting of your japa. So I'll wait for everyone to get their beads. And then we're not going to chant that one. We'll just chant. I want to see if I can help you get beyond chanting in a way in which you're still very much connected materially to your material existence, your material day-to-day existence. Okay, so what we're going to do, so what we're going to do, what I would like you to do, when you chant, I would like you to just accept the reality, whether you experience it or not, whether you understand it or not, just accept the reality that Krishna is in his name. And so as you chant, I would like you to think, right now I am with Krishna. There are Krishna, Radha and Krishna is there. And I am there chanting their names. So there's nothing but me and Radha and Krishna. That's it. That's what's going on when you chant. Not your day-to-day problems, not anything else. It's just you and Radha and Krishna. Or you can say you, Radha and Krishna, the holy name is Radha and Krishna. So I would like you to practice chanting like this. You don't have to force yourself to try to realize that Krishna is there, because that can only happen by advancement, but just chant and just meditate on the fact that Krishna is in his name. And right now I am with him. And if you want to take it further, as I said earlier, you can think, I am in Leela with Krishna. Or in the Leelas. The Leelas are going on. I don't know which one, but it's going on. Right? Yes? Would you like to try that? See how that goes? Give it a little, a chant japa a little bit in that mood. I can say for you, like some people ask me, they say, you deal with a lot of devotees who have problems. Don't you find that difficult? Every day there's some problem, maybe many problems. If you're managing their problems, if you're just living in the world, there are problems. And devotees come to you for advice for their problems. Don't you find it discouraging? And I say, well, if every day I can spend 2 hours with Krishna, how could anything be discouraging? If every day I could spend 2 hours with Krishna, how could I not handle anything? You agree? I mean, if you could spend 2 hours every day with Krishna, what couldn't you handle in life? Yeah, you could handle anything. If you're dealing with difficulty in your life and you can't spend that time with Krishna, then you could say, yeah, this would be difficult to him, wouldn't it? So what I would like you to practice now is like, we're gonna, like whatever's happening in our lives right now. Yes. Madhuri Ma. Madhuri. Whatever's happening in your life right now, don't worry about it. Just let us go. Let us be with Krishna while we chant. And if for some reason these other things come up in your mind, just remind yourself, I'm with Krishna. We're going to chant. That's what's going on. That's what's happening. Krishna is with me right now. Radha is with me. Somehow or other, by the mercy of Mahaprabhu, I'm in their pastimes right now. It's just me and them. So let's try that. If your mind slips out of that mood, just slowly, gently remind yourself, I'm with Krishna. I just want to meditate on that. Like when you see the deities. Depending on your level of advancement, when you see the deity, there will be various reactions. And if you're more advanced or more meditative, even more knowledgeable, when you see the deity, you will be thinking, this is Krishna. I'm with Krishna, I'm with Radha. It's not marble, right? And you will feel their presence. You will feel when you walk in the temple, I'm not in this world anymore. This is the spiritual world. Or if you go to Mangalarti, interesting thing about Mangalarti. When you're in Mangalarti, you get to see Krishna basically in his sleeping clothes, pajamas. You're like with God. God just woke up and you're with him in the morning. Or if you come late at night, you're seeing God before he goes to sleep in his night clothes. In America, we call them pajamas. We call them pajamas. Pajamas in India are different, right? That's what those pants you wear. But we call clothes you sleep in pajamas. And so, isn't that amazing? Have you ever thought that you're getting to see God and he just woke up and you get to be with him? So when you're a little more conscious, you think that way when you're with the deity. And you're not in the material world at that point. That's you with the other devotees, and you're with Krishna, and that's it. So it's kind of like that. You want to be in that. Okay. So we'll just chant for a while, and then I will. We'll chant one or two rounds and see. And I would like this to be a practice for what your japa can be like every day. Okay, so let's chant a little bit, and you'll see, and we'll discuss. After we chant, we'll discuss. Okay. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Rama, Rama, Krishna, Krishna. Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna. Rama, Rama, Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama, Rama, Krishna Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Krishna Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Krishna Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Hare Rama, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Hare Rama, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram. And again, we're going to chant a little bit longer, not much. We're meditating, for those of you who are late, we're meditating that Krishna and Radha are present in their name. We are present with them. When we're chanting, we're not in the material world. As long as we're not living in our mind. And we can meditate on the fact that Radha and Krishna are present in their names, even if we don't realize it. We can have some realization that chanting is transcendental. It takes us to the transcendental world. And although we may not see Krishna or fully realize Krishna, we can have some realization that he's there. So let's just chant for a few more minutes with that realization, with the meditation that I am with Krishna right now. I'm not wherever you are. I'm in Amsterdam. I'm not in Amsterdam. Chaitanya Das is in Croatia. It's not actually in Croatia. A lot of you look like you're in India. You're not actually in, or in Noida or Faridabad. DC is in Taiwan. You're in none of these places. You are with Krishna when you're chanting. Shloka Ship is in the UK. It's not actually in the UK. Or with Krishna. So let's continue. Just a little bit longer with our meditation. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram. Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram. Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram. Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram. Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna. Let's chant a few more beats, completely transcending our bodies, minds, material existence. Let's just meditate that we are in Leela with Krishna. Krishna is present in his name. We are with him and Radha. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram. Rama Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram. Hare Rama, Rama Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Rama, Rama Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Rama. Okay, we can stop for now and we can discuss a little bit. I read a beautiful letter I want to relate to you. This amazing realization of a devotee who was leaving her body. And she said something that's so important. She said, if you practice tolerance in this life, then you will not have a problem leaving your body, because death is just another thing to tolerate, another thing to accept. Isn't that beautiful? If you practice acceptance in this life, death will just be another thing to accept. And if you practice, and I would add to that, if you practice chanting the holy name with meditation, then now I'm in the presence of Radha and Krishna. And you've practiced that your whole life. Then at the time of death, you will not be feeling I'm leaving my material body, but you'll be feeling I am with Radha and Krishna now while I chant, and I will be with him after I leave this body. You will remain transcendental. So I think sometimes we don't realize how the practices that we do in life now are preparing us for leaving our body. And second canto Bhagavatam talks about that, the final test, everything's tested at the time of death. But our acceptance, our tolerance, and specifically our practice of japa, which is done properly as a meditation, that I am now in the presence of Krishna. I'm with him in his name. All of that makes this transition at the time of death very simple and natural, because we will feel I'm with Krishna. And if I'm with Krishna, what is there to feel? What problem is there? You can't have a problem if you're with Krishna, right? You only have a problem if you're not with Krishna. That is the problem. We're not with Krishna. That's the problem. So I want to ask you now if any of you would like to share. You could share in the chat, and you could just talk. I don't know if I could. If you raise your hand, I don't think I'll see you because I'm on my phone and I only see 8 of you at one time. So you could also speak if you like. Or put something in the chat. What was your experience or realization, if you had any, from doing this exercise? Was it good? Was it difficult? Was it awkward? Was it natural? Do you chant like this normally? You never chant like this? You get an experience that Krishna is in his name? You find that impossible? I'd like to discuss it. So don't be shy. Just share something. You must have had some experience, right? Yes? What was your experience? You don't have to share an experience that was good. It was any experience. So I'm not so well equipped on my phone. I feel closer to it. That's good. Hmm. 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 No, turn my head. For me to read the chat. This is awkward. Hmm. Once I turn my phone, I don't know what's going to happen. It's very difficult to think that Radha Krishna is right there. What I felt today as we chanted is that I was reading Chaitanya Charitamrita in the afternoon, and the picture of the demons and there was coming to my mind. Yeah, that's nice. Better chanting. If you raise your hand, I not see it. That's the problem. It's a new experience for me to chant in this mood, although I felt unqualified for that due to my Americans. When I was chanting, a thought came, Srila Prabhupada is there as well. And all the pure devotees. Yeah, exactly. So, thank you. You can keep. I'm gonna. This is awkward here. I'm just going to scroll. If anybody has their hand up, I'll see it. Same as when sometimes I feel they're the same, but that feeling doesn't stay. So we can't control the feeling, right? But what we can control is the understanding. And just like when you see the deity, I'm sure have something to meditate. Chanting has more emotion. Yeah, something to fix your mind in chanting. So sometimes when you see the deity, you just understand Krishna's present there. You feel it. It's obvious, isn't it? And sometimes maybe not so much. And you come into Krishna's presence in the temple. Remind yourself, Krishna's looking at me right now. I'm in the presence of the Supreme. Sometimes you have to remind yourself. So it's the same thing with chanting. Sometimes we feel it, and sometimes we have to remind ourselves. And it's not bad if you don't realize it. If you remind yourself, realization will come. I'm in the presence of Krishna. Because what often happens, as you well know, when we're chanting, we are not conscious of Krishna's presence, and then we become distracted. Distraction is a byproduct of a lack of consciousness, isn't it? I mean, how could you be distracted? How could you be distracted in the presence of Krishna? That seems like an impossibility. Yeah. Right? Bhagirath Kumar says he felt the presence. So, thank you for that. We're going to do another exercise, which is similar to this one, but slightly different. And this is very interesting. Radhavali liked it. She was blissfully serene. Okay, so we're saying that Radha and Krishna are appearing in the sound. They're appearing in the sound that you are making, that I am making, which they're appearing in the sound which we each are individually making. Right? So that means Radha and Krishna is appearing to all of us individually, because if any of us stop chanting, they're not there, even though someone else is chanting. And who are they appearing to when we chant? They're appearing to us, correct? Correct? Okay. So you have Krishna appearing to you in the sound that you're making. Correct? Yeah. Correct? That's your Krishna, right? You're chanting. Madhurima, Fran, Somaroy, PC, all of you, when you're chanting, that's your Krishna. He's your Krishna because you're manifesting him yourself in your chanting. Isn't that interesting? Just like sometimes devotees say, oh, come, look at my deity. They show you their deity. It's their deity. It's Krishna, but it's their Krishna. You know, it's like, I thought Krishna belongs to everyone. No, this is my Krishna. This is my deity. All right. So when you chant the holy name, it's your Krishna, because you're manifesting that Krishna. It's not my Krishna, it's your Krishna. I mean, you can say it's my Krishna also, but if we want to be more precise, it's your Krishna. You're manifesting. It's your Radha. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. It's your Radha and Krishna which you're manifesting. All right. So now that you've manifested Radha and Krishna in the form of the holy name, what do you do? What do you do with them? You worship them, right? Isn't it? Just as when you have deities, you worship them. So what I like to do now is chant. We're all going to chant, and we're going to worship our deities that we're manifesting with every name that we chant. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. I just manifested my own Radha and Krishna, and I'm going to worship them with every mantra. Shall we try that? See how that goes? Your own Radha and Krishna, your personal deities in the form of sound. Krishna is personally coming to you. Oh my Lord, you are so kind. You make yourself easily approachable. He comes to you, he comes to me, he comes to all of us as soon as we chant. So now that he's coming to us, Hare Krishna, there he is. So we are going to worship him through our hearts as we chant. Let's try that and see how that goes. Okay. We have time. We can chant a little bit. This is a retreat. This is called a retreat. So in the retreats, we do a lot of chanting. So I thought we would chant. Okay. Let's see how that goes. Manifest your own Radha and Krishna, and then you can worship. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, 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 Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram. Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. So just go a few more minutes. Meditate on your Radha and Krishna that you're manifesting right now. Feel their presence and honor them. Worship them with your heart as you chant. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram. So right now you're carving a deity of Krishna out of sound. Just as you might have someone carve a deity for you to worship, you're carving Krishna out of sound, and he's present. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram. Ram Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Okay, we can stop now. And again, I would like to ask you if you would like to share any realizations you have, challenges. Okay, so I'm going to try to go to my chat. Because your comments come up, but unless I go to the chat, I don't see. Hare Krishna. How do I get to the phone? Okay. Okay. Turn it up. Okay. Yeah, all right. Let's go ahead. I have chat coming in from another phone. I'll read it in a second. I'm just figuring out how to do it without the interference. Somehow or other, I'm not getting it. I don't know why. Could be old age, maybe. How come I'm not getting on my phone? When I chant outside in the morning hours, standing in the balcony, I somehow always see Krishna as his deity. We have manifest in the open space in front. He appears taller than 20 floors, and I can swear I hear him emerge from the ground every time. Sounds silly, but it happens almost every time. All right. Why not? This time the feeling was better. At first got some goosebumps and could visualize my home picture of Radha Shyamsundar of Mayapur. Was calming and feeling happy. It's better experience, but mostly one part of my chanting is going on. The other part focus on tips for better chanting. What should be done? The tips are there to get you going, but not to focus on, because the focus is on just feeling Krishna's presence in his name, and specifically pulling your consciousness away from your own life. All right, Gopal Radha went to Vrindavan. Okay, that's good. All right. That could even be better than the 19th floor, right? Now we're having competition between going to Vrindavan on the 19th floor. Took me to the groves of Vrindavan, and my Radha Krishna came and accepted my direct service. I was going to this one there. So the purpose of these exercises is to give us a glimpse of what how chanting is supposed to be done. The more we're disconnected from our environment that we're in, or we're somehow with Krishna, the better we're chanting. That's the way it's supposed to be. That was the purpose of today's class. And I have to end class now because we're supposed to end now. Is that correct? 1 hour? That's what I was told. But plus, I have a meeting now anyway. So I hope you got something from this. And I know some of you may have found it a little difficult to just be fully absorbed. But one thing I can share with you after chanting for most of my life, that it gets better, but you always have to try. It's just until you're on a very high level, it's not going to be spontaneous. You always have to make this effort to remember that Krishna is present and all of that. When you do that, Krishna will help you. Okay, thank you to everyone. I'm going to leave now. It was nice being with you. I hope you got something from this. And you can take it with you and continue. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Go Krishna.
Jai. His Grace Mahatma Prabhu ki jai. So, Prabhuji and Mataji, welcome once again. We are celebrating World Holy Name Festival 2022. And come on, are you not feeling that you are in the divine sky when Prabhuji is speaking about chanting and we are chanting together? If you feel something, if you realize something, just go on the comment box. I want to see you feel. Just go on the comment box and say, I feel. Come on, go there. And then we move to the next co-main event of the evening because we have a spiritually advanced personality with us. Now it's time to move forward to the show. And today we have a great fortune to have in our show. I am feeling so happy because I am going to see Prabhuji after such a long time. Let me introduce you the very famous and spiritually advanced personalities. Just we need to take and hold his foot if you want to go in the spiritual sky, and one day you will find yourself, the door is wide open and Krishna embrace you and says, welcome home. So please welcome on the show. Today we have His Grace Hari Suri Prabhuji for Kirtan Standard. His Grace Hari Suri Prabhuji was initiated by Srila Prabhupada in 1972 in Sydney. In August 1975, he moved to Krishna Balram Temple where he served as temple commander in November of the same year. He served Srila Prabhupada as personal servant for 16 months. Prabhu has served as governing body commissioner for Australia, New Zealand, and Indonesia. During this tenure as GBC, he oversaw the growth of ISKCON in the South Seas from 4 temples and ashrams to 17, including 4 farming communities, 2 schools, and several restaurants. He was also instrumental in establishing branches of the Bhaktivedanta Book Trust in Australia and Indonesia. He served as publisher for Back to Godhead magazine for a while and served on the Kirtan Standard Committee for many years. In 1986, he began the work of transforming the diary he kept while he's traveling with His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada into a series of books known as Transcendental Diaries, which have become the prized possession of every devotees in ISKCON. He currently lives in Mayapur with his family and is instrumental in establishing the Bhaktivedanta Research Center in Kolkata, where the ancient texts are being both digitalized and preserved in the original state. So, Prabhuji and Mataji, for a Kirtan Standard, we have the personality, and I got a very good fortune to have his darshan when he came here in Ujjain for a midterm meeting. So Prabhuji and Mataji, for one time, just go on the comment box and welcome His Grace Hari Suri Prabhuji by chanting Hari Bol on the comment box. Welcome Prabhuji, this is all yours. We want to know about Kirtan standards. Yes, Mathura Dasi Mataji says Hari Bol. Kajal ji says Hari Bol. Thane Janvi Ganga ji says Hari Bol. Bhagirath Ji Kumar says Hari Bol. Chaitanya Dasi Mataji says Hari Bol. We have Radha Vallabhi Devi Mataji says Hari Bol. Please accept my most humble obeisances. Manasi K Ji says Hari Bol. Everyone says Hari Bol, and just we are waiting for His Grace Hari Suri Prabhuji. Sita Thakurani Mataji's Hari Bol. Please accept our humble obeisances. Thank you so much for your presence, and don't forget to share with your friends and family. This is the 4th day. We have a 7-day party, so don't forget to share with your friends to come 6 to 9:30 Indian Standard Time. Come here. We have so many things for you. His Holiness Loknath Swami Maharaj will come soon, and His Holiness Sri Krishna Chaitanya Swami Maharaj will join us. This is actually the worldwide party. 17th September is the day when His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada took his steps and changed the whole world. Because of him, we are together. We are celebrating this time because of His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada. So don't forget to allow your friends and family here. And of course, don't forget to send a video of your friends, just go outside and ask your friend to chant one time Hare Krishna Mahamantra, and then capture it and send it to our ISKCON ministry, Kirtan Ministry's website. We can upload you, right? So don't forget it. So let's see if Prabhuji is there. So we will start our second show, and then don't forget, we are going for exclusively Kirtan. Just after this class, we are going to have very enthusiastic Kirtan all the way from Mayapur. Prabhuji is coming, not yet, he's not yet coming. So, do we have any video so we can play a video? And don't go anywhere because Prabhuji will join us very soon. Okay, so let's, when Prabhuji will come, until that we can have Kirtan together. So let's start a Kirtan, then we can, chant together and have Kirtan. And Prabhuji will join us soon. Until that, let's have Kirtan. Let's play Kirtan. Our great Shriji Priya Mataji with us. And let's play Kirtan.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama.
So, Hare Krishna, Prabhuji and Mataji, thank you so much for your participation in this World Holy Name Festival 2022. My name is Rupeshwar Das, and unfortunately, Prabhuji is busy somewhere in a very special service, but he will be joined in any day. So, don't forget to stay here. We are celebrating the 4th day. Now it's time for the co-main event of the evening. We are directly take you there, where the place where we always want to go and stay there until the rest of our life. So, in these words, His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada created one spiritual world called Mayapur, where we always want to visit. So, come on, without wasting too much time, let me take you there in a spiritual sky. Mayapur Kirtan, we have exclusive Kirtan content for you. So, today we are going live, and we are heartily thankful to the Mayapur.tv, all the team who is actually broadcasting this. And if you are there, so and if you like the Mayapur.tv, so don't forget to go on the website. There is a page called Donate, so you can donate anything you want. So let me take you there. And after that, don't forget, we have a fortunate personality people presentation, and we have a Shakti Avesh Prabhuji with us. So he will join us after the Kirtan. So in Indian Standard Time, it's 9 p.m. Prabhuji will join. Until that, we have a exclusively content for you, exclusively live. Mayapur.tv on your way.
Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Nitai Gora Hari Go, Hari Go, Hari Go, Nitai Gora Hari Go. Nitai Gora Hari Go, Hari Go, Hari Go, Nitai Gora Hari Go. Nitai Gora Hari Go, Hari Go, Hari Go. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Srila Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Srila Prabhupada. Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram. Oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Oh Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Hare Krishna, Hare Rama Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Oh Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Gaur Hari Bol. Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Gaur Hari Bol. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji and Mataji, welcome back. Actually, I was lost with my soul with the very melodious kirtan. Just be witness. This is such an amazing movement. I just realized that Srila Prabhupada created ISKCON is actually the biggest gift for the whole society. So, Prabhuji and Mataji, welcome. We are celebrating World Holy Name Festival 17 to 23rd September. Don't forget, it is happening every year. And this year theme is Fresh Air Kirtan. Don't forget to go outside early in the morning with your friends or with alone and just started chanting, or request them to chant one time, and you can make a video and send it to us. This presentation is organized by ISKCON Kirtan Ministry, so you can visit our website as well. And now it's the time for our last and the main event of the evening. This is gonna be the very beautiful, because the smile of the Prabhuji who is coming next is actually a very fortunate for us. Actually, I'm very much inspired by his smile. His smile is very good. I'm talking about His Grace Shaktiavesh Avatar Prabhuji. Is a disciple of His Holiness Bhakti Vigna Goswami Maharaj, served as a Sankirtan leader in London, and has won 3 Srila Prabhupada winter marathons, whilst in the ashram started fortunate-people.com, aiming to share Mahamantra with 1% of the globe. Wow. Srila Prabhupada said that if 1% of this whole globe population become devotees, then our mission is successful. So he's actually on that way. More than 450,000 people already captured in 220,000 plus videos chanting Mahamantra one time for love and peace. So let me introduce you, the fireball of ISKCON London. Please welcome Shaktiavesh Avatar Prabhuji for the presentation of Fortunate People.
Hare Krishna, dear
Hare
Rupeshwar
Krishna,
Prabhu,
Prabhuji.
all the assembled Vaishnavas, it's such a pleasure. Whenever Rupeshwar Prabhu speaks, it's a blessing, but at the same time, it's a curse for neophyte devotees like myself. Where can you get that much of energy that he is emanating? And if you don't start with that note, everyone feels like, oh, not this one again. But I really hope you'll find it amusing. We have we have 3 really beautiful, entertaining, amazing, and spiritually so-charged videos for you about one of the most groundbreaking campaigns that is happening this very moment, with thousands of people participating. And I was asked to say a few words about where this campaign started from, and most importantly, share the inspiration with you, because this is the drug that we all addicted to. The World Holy Name Festival is spreading the holy name, and it's the time where we feel like anything that it's very much pleasing to Srila Prabhupada, that so much holy name goes back and forth. So I'm going to speak less and show more. If I have the host rights, I'm going to show you a couple of websites where it says all graphically, beautifully, nicely designed so that it's pleasing to your heart. But most importantly, you will get an understanding what is Fortunate People and where it's at this very moment. So let me share my screen. I'm going to start with a website which is fp-ambassadors.com. That's where the actual mission of the project is stated. You're going to watch a bit of this video later on, but we have the actual video part of Srila Prabhupada speaking that in a class on Srimad Bhagavatam in 1973. That's where famously he was narrating, where requesting everyone to please chant, chant, chant. And everyone was replying, Khan, Khan. Obviously, all the disciples were laughing like anything at this time. So that's where he said that this is their misfortune. And still, it's our duty to make all these misfortunate, unfortunate creatures fortunate. That is our mission. Now, believe it or not, when this understanding had come to us that we would like to call this campaign Fortunate People, we didn't know. At this time, we didn't know that Srila Prabhupada spoke so much about making the world fortunate and about fortunate people. Again, believe it or not. But when we came across this particular verse, it was just mind-blowing. It was such a blessing because at that time, we were already in a process of yeah, basically I was a Sankirtan leader at this time in London. What we started doing, we were just inviting a person to chant the Mahamantra at least one time, like Vaisheshika Prabhu was suggesting. Then this idea came, why don't we capture a person sharing the Mahamantra, because it was so sweet. There were so many really amazing sweet chants where a random person, a new person would sweetly, innocently chant the Mahamantra. Then some of them would ask why. And then we had this thought process of what could be the mood and the motive, what people inclined to share in a innocent way right there on the street. So that's how the idea came about, that we would like to invite people to chant one time, Mahamantra one time for love and peace. Now, see what happened next. I will now switch for a second to the main website, which is fortunate.people.com, where we have the actual collection of all the videos which are coming to us on a daily basis. So as of now, we've got 460,665 people who have participated in this campaign, captured in more than 220,000 videos. So we actually have the entire storehouse of love of God in a form of this 220,000 people chanting the Mahamantra for love and peace. And I'll also mention to you later on who are those ambassadors who are mentioned here, which is now coming close to 1,000 of them. Now, within this time, we had many beautiful sweeties, as we often call them, who would chant the Mahamantra. We also had spiritual masters chanting the Mahamantra as a way to support this campaign. We also had all kinds of Hollywood stars and yogis and teachers from other traditions. And again, just common people on the street, and even Santa Claus. Let me show you one. And before that, I want to make sure that I'm receiving the sound. Yes, now it's clicked. I'm going to show you a Santa Claus that was chanting for love and peace and for the Fortune People campaign. 1 second.
Everybody, I'm Santa. I'm Santa for love and peace. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Chant and be happy.
So it's pretty much a few cases like this when I felt, there is no chance we can miss such encounters. So that's when the idea came, let's start filming them. But let me take you a little more through it. Now we have videos coming from all over the world, from all parts, from all continents. I think it's only Greenland and maybe Antarctic, which is still not covered. So you can raise your flag there. The rest of the world, the rest of the continents and countries are there. So it's over 50 countries and over 300 cities that have already participated. And on a daily basis, for example, today, because of the Kirtan ministry, because of the World Holy Name Festival, that has been traditionally the moment where devotees from around the world would gather and would give more impetus, more emphasis to this campaign. So you can't even imagine, 1,840 people participated today only, 2,700 people participated this week, and this how many people participated this month, and this is the total. Here is the total of videos. It's important. Please forgive me, disregard my words. This is the amount of videos. Sometimes one video might have more people, just like you see here, one of the ambassadors going person to person. You can also check it happening in the East, and you will see sometimes it's one person in a shot, sometimes it's 50 people. But let me give you more of a flavor. I promise not to talk too much, rather than show you what's happening and how it looks and how it feels. So let's have a look of this campaign where senior devotees are talking about this initiative.
Srila Prabhupada was the Pied Piper of spiritual life. He came to town with the transcendental sound, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari. And he made all of us very fortunate people.
In this, the 125th birth anniversary year of Srila Prabhupada, to spread the holy names of Krishna in every town and village, as was his dream, as is the prediction of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. The Fortunate People campaign brings the technology of today into the hands of the devotees to make this a reality, inspiring people everywhere. Please join.
Chant Hare Krishna for love and peace. What a very simple thing, and how glorious that we get to participate in it. So simple, just going and printing the mantra and asking people to chant. Because in our line of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and all of our acharyas, we are in the line of generosity, of giving Krishna consciousness to others.
Our next milestone is to invite 1,250,000 new people to chant the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra for the first time for love and peace. And what better moment to attain this great goal than during World Holy Name Festival 2021.
Wake up, all you sleeping souls. Wake up, all you sleeping souls. Wake up, all you sleeping souls. Wake up.
This is for love. This is for peace and love around the world.
This is for love and peace around the world.
This is for peace, love, and happiness throughout the world.
Love, peace, and health around the world.
This is say peace, love, joy.
Peace around the world.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama,
Rama Rama,
Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Hare Hare.
Hare Rama,
Hare Rama,
Hare Hare.
All you sleeping souls.
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu invested in this holy name his Prema Shakti, the Shakti of his love, and it's the most important thing to share this holy name with others, because with this holy name they also accept Lord Chaitanya's love, whether they know about it or don't know about it.
Lord Chaitanya wanted the chanting of the Hare Krishna mantra spread all over the world. He could have done it himself, but he's given us this opportunity to exercise our own ability to assist him in spreading the holy name around.
Take it to the streets. Give that holy name out to the world. What a difference we can make.
I hope everyone takes this seriously. It's something that is very dear to Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Srila Prabhupada, the chanting of Hare Krishna. So let's try to make people fortunate all over the world. Hare Krishna.
Okay. So now I'm going to go back to the website just to bring sort of the middle line of where we're at. I hope now for those who are just first-time comers, it's the first time you see the idea of the Fortune People, you see how it's manifest, and you got some understanding, some idea how it looks and feels like. Now I want to bring you back to the mission where we started from, so that you get that understanding of the mission and the structure behind it, and then we will dive deep again into the ocean of various beautiful chants that we encountered. So, 1 second. 1 minute. So now we were here. Where we were looking at the website of the Fortune People Ambassadors. So who are these ambassadors? And once again, what is the idea behind the Fortune People? It's a worldwide digital platform for spreading Mahamantra online. Now, you can call it semi-digital because many of our ambassadors, they actually go door to door, home to home, person to person, or even office to office, or even anyone and everyone you encounter. You get this chance to invite them to chant the Mahamantra at least one time. For what cause, for what reason? We invite them to do it for love and peace, and join 500,000 of those who have already done it. Now, in Chaitanya Charitamrita, there is very beautiful verse in Adi Lila 7.37. It says, Lord Chaitanya excused them all, and they merged in the ocean of devotional service, for no one can escape the unique loving network of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Now, we can speculate a bit here about what kind of network, or what is the actual Bengal was Prema Mahajali. So what we know from Krishnadas Kaviraj and what we know from Srila Prabhupada, that he translates it as unique love and network. And obviously in the age of Kali, in the world that we live in, there is a lot of social network, there is a lot of internet coverage, and they're trying to cover more and more. So we're using these tools, we're using these opportunities to spread the Mahamantra, to spread the message, and to accumulate all the videos coming very quickly in one place, in one website, as a way to share and make this campaign go viral, and also as a way to invite thousands of people to participate. Why and what we're looking for eventually? So our mission is to get 1% of the globe chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra at least once. Why? It's very important. We're coming up here with a very interesting assumption. It says that by Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur in the Harmonist, Srila Prabhupada also states it in Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila, that the man on whose lips the name of Krishna is to be heard once is deserving of appreciation as a neophyte Vaishnava. In fact, we also know that Lord Chaitanya himself gave he gave 3 different definitions to that same question, 3 different answers to that same question. But one of those, the bottom line, anyone who chants the name of Lord Hari at least once, he deserves appreciation as a neophyte Vaishnava. And Srila Prabhupada said that if only 1% becomes devotees or Vaishnavas, that will change the whole world. Again, there is numerous variations where Srila Prabhupada would state the same. Now, we took those 2 as a great inspiration, as a great motto for us to try out and bring this prophecy come true, at least on the bottom line level. What is this bottom line? The most compassionate incarnation, Lord Chaitanya himself, gave us this understanding of whom he sees as a Vaishnava, anyone who chants the Mahamantra at least once. And Srila Prabhupada said that if 1% becomes devotees, that already will change the world. So we're trying to seed at least 70 million seeds of that kind, which is 1% of the globe. We are trying to invite 1% of the globe to chant Mahamantra at least one time. For those who are kind of more strategic thinking, I just want to give you some reassurance that, of course, in the meantime, we're thinking how to do the follow-up, how to interact, how to give them maybe some more opportunities to chant, etc., etc. But again, the bottom line that we believe anyone and everyone can participate. It's literally 1 minute time to go to the website, fortunepeople.com, and then any person can click Add Your Chant, this violet button. They have a few words about the campaign, and then they can click the record and leave your chant here. So once again, for anyone who is watching this live or will watch it recorded, this is fortune-people.com. You just click Add Your Chant. You literally offer less than a minute of your time to participate and become one of a million. As of now, it's 460,000, 1 of a million. Why 1 of a million? Because we go there in small steps, one by one. So the next milestone is 1,250,000. This is the milestone that came from 125th anniversary of Srila Prabhupada. So once we come to that stage, we will go little by little further there, so that at the end of the day, we come to the actual eventual goal of this campaign, 1%. Now, I also promised you to say who are those ambassadors. So before going there, let me show you one more video so you get more idea how it looks and how it feels. 1 second, let me check once again that the sound will be on. Yes, the sound is on, and we can watch a 2-minute video clip.
So this is going on. We are requesting everyone, please chant, chant, chant. And they are replying, can't, can't. This is their misfortune. So still, it is our duty to make all these misfortunate, unfortunate creatures fortunate.
To support the peace in the world.
This is for love and peace.
For peace and love.
This is for love and peace.
Peace.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hey Krishna, hey Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna.
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And be happy.
And be happy.
Happy, happy, happy. And be happy. We're chanting for love and peace.
There is no need of understanding the language of the mantra. Anyone can take part in this transcendental sound vibration without any previous qualification.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Hare.
Krishna,
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 Hare.
Hare.
Hey Rama, hey Rama.
Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And be happy. Peace, love, all that stuff.
So that was one more video. I want to beg forgiveness. I felt there was some interruption in the strength of the line. The streaming was not as good, so it was a little blurry, but the mood, the essence was there. I hope you got it. And I also wanted you to see what are those fruits where ambassadors encounter people on the streets around the world, and they just invite them to share the Maha Mantra. So I have, I think, 5 minutes left. And I'm going to share with you just last piece on how to participate. So I showed you a simple way that takes you just 1 minute. That takes you just 1 minute to participate. So that's where fortune-people.com, at your chant, it takes you just 1 minute. But also, if you want to become an ambassador, here on the same website, you can go to this ambassador section. You can enter the ambassador portal, and here you can click join. And that's where you can download the app it's a free app, it's a free of charge, and you're going to see a very short clip about the app on App Store, on Google Play. What it eventually allows you, along with downloading the app, you become one of the ambassadors. Now we have ambassadors from 32 countries. And for example, in the West or in the East, you see there is different people from Netherlands, from Russia, from United States, from United Kingdom, from Australia, from Mauritius. And then for every person. For example, let's see glorious Padmavati Mataji from Netherlands. She's amazing. She has collected 1,400 videos, and she has made fortunate overall 1,588 people. She was going person to person, sharing the Mahamantra card with them, inviting them to chant for love and peace. Even without switching on every one of them, just by looking at the faces, you can already feel what an amazing start, what an amazing blessing for each one of them to encounter a devotee and to embark on their spiritual journey back home, back to Godhead. So I'm going to show you one final piece about this particular video, inviting you to become an ambassador as well. So if you want to join in and make many people fortunate and become part of this global campaign, here's what you can do. This one goes for just 1 minute, 30 seconds. I hope the quality will be...
We're chanting for love and peace.
Okay.
Perfect.
Sorry. Please forgive me. It's little tricky for me. I really want you to have a good quality. So we're going to share the link in the comment section. But this is pretty much what I wanted to show you at this stage, that this campaign is on by the mercy and glories of ISKCON Kirtan Ministry, by participation of our wonderful spiritual masters, by participation of each one of you. So far, we managed to come to this stage of reaching the bar of 460,000 people participating in the campaign. They have been captured in more than 200,000 videos that were sent to us and very carefully kept on Vimeo, on YouTube Source, in the same place. We're going to reach out to many people worldwide through social media. Once we reach 1 million, we're going to go to Huffington Post, New York Times, Chicago Tribune, any and every media channel, so that they get to know about this worldwide flash mob where so many people really want to have love and peace spreading around the world. Needless to say, myself, I'm in Russia right now. You're aware of the global news. Some of you might be aware of other parts of the world where this is needed like never before. So I was kind of trying to keep it emotionally high, but I want to finish with this very note. Unfortunately, the world that we live in is full of all kinds of miseries and anxieties, calamities. It's just happening on and on and on. So with this Fortunate People campaign, although we're trying to pitch it as professionally and as beautifully and make it as viral as possible, there is very deep fundamental essence behind it. It's the holy name that can stop it. It's the holy name that can really bring the consciousness up. It's the holy name that can really awaken the love within everyone's heart. It's the holy name that can make people unite. So believe it or not, it's you personally, and your 1 minute does make a difference. Just like Mahatma Gandhi said, be the change you want to see in this world. We say, be the chant you want to see in this world. So offer 1 minute of your time and join in, or become an ambassador, and at least invite your family, invite your office crew, invite your student fellow mates just to join in this beautiful campaign. And if you want to be really recognized by Lord Chaitanya and Srila Prabhupada, you can become ambassadors like Padmavati Mataji and like hundreds others who share the holy name with many, many people they see around, because it's just something truly amazing. You can only experience when you get to it. Rupeshwar Prabhu, I think that's it. I was trying to be as concise as possible and to be on time. I'm passing on all to you. Thank you. Very
just, I want to say wow. What a revolution you create, Prabhuji. Actually, this is the vision of His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. And you just create such a revolution for the whole world. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for your priceless time. We are heartily glad for your priceless time. And we have our chairman of ISKCON Kirtan Ministry with us here also, Kirtananand Prabhuji, Jagannath Kirtananand Prabhuji. You want to share something, Prabhuji, for the Shakti Avesh Avatar, Prabhuji?
Yes, there is this message, Jagannath Kirtananda Prabhu. Please let it come out from your mouth. This is the news that I just seen in the message field in Zoom. Please kindly share.
I'll try and I'll have a look now. Oh, let's have a see. I'm just checking out. Thank you so much, first of all, for your time and for giving such amazing session. You know, please, everybody, it's really important that you share as much as you can and to help this amazing thing. Shaktivesh Avatar Prabhu's, you know, he started off single-handedly at one point doing this. So I just want everyone to help. But Prabhu, I'm trying to look at the chat. And the chat is not showing me.
It says 40K, 41K, 41,000 chanters in last 4 days. It's truly amazing.
God.
World Holy Festival. It's the bug. It's the I don't know what's happening, how they're doing it. The World Holy Festival team is just amazing. They're creating such a spirit amongst the devotees. And of course, His Grace Rupanand Prabhu, who has taken it up as his mission, as his life and soul. Look what he's doing in the service of his Gurudev. It's just mind-blowing. Can you imagine? 41,000 people participated in just 4 days. It really makes it possible to think of 1 million and to think more people participating. It's just mind-blowing, honestly.
This is what Shaktivesh Avatar Prabhu was saying as well. This 1,250,000 is a step to our end goal, which is 1% of the population of the world. And I think I'm thinking 41,000, 1,250,000. Come on, team, we can do this. This is a drop in the ocean now, you know, especially after the 4 days. And I think another thing to remember, everybody, is we want to really back our Fortunate People team. So, you know, they're part of the ISKCON Kirtan ministry. We want to try and push this as much as we can. And I really, really implore that let's not stop at the World Holy Name Festival, because what happens is sometimes we start off and the World Holy Name Festival week goes really well, then we go zoom, and then we start back up. So I'm just being transparent and honest with everyone here. Let's make it throughout the year. We don't want this to stop in just this week. We want it to carry on. So please, please, please keep this going. We want to see in December, you know, in January, book marathon, big book distribution marathon will be on in December. Whilst you give a book, get them to record the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Let's upload that as well. I'm going to be doing a Kirtan Yoga event. I'm going to get them all and record it. Actually, Shaktivesh Avatar everyone in the NEC, we got a stop there for 3 days, and we're going to be there as well. So, you know, we want to try and keep this going. So I just want to say thank you so much, Shaktivesh Avatar. You put into it's not being easy journey, but you know, it shows when you put dedication and hard work, and look at what you've done. So just want to say on behalf of the team, much association and keep going, everybody. So I would say let's just finish it off. We're telling everyone, where do they go? What's the website? Shaktivesh Avatar Prabhu again, just in case they have forgotten. And somebody type in the as well.
It's fortunate-people.com. I hope we can also bring it into the commentary field. And Jagannath Kirtananda Prabhu, please. Srila Prabhupada was the one who single-handedly started it all. We just adjust some detail, but he is the one who started, and that's the reason happening. I'm also very grateful to Pancharatna Prabhu, to Loknath Maharaj, to Dinu Kampa Mataji, to yourself, Jagannath Kirtananda Prabhu, to every single person who is in the team, Kirtan ministry team,